In this new section, we're going to talk about code organization and dependency injection. In this first video, we're going to cover code organizations for minimal API endpoints. So far in our program.cs file, we have defined many endpoints, and as they are growing, you have already seen that this looks quite messy, especially currently we only have employees, but later when we have more and more models created, you are going to be crowding this one program.cs file, right? So it's impossible to maintain code properly with everything within one file. So there must be a way to organize the code. So one of the most popular way to organize minimal API endpoints is to use extension methods. So let's create a folder, try to organize our employees endpoint. So first create a folder, and we're going to call that folder endpoints. And inside it, we're going to create our employee endpoints. So let's go ahead and create a new class, just a plain C# class. And we are going to call it employee endpoints. And for this class, we're going to use static methods. So we're going to make this class a static class as well. And then what we are going to do here is we're going to create a static method, and we're going to call it map employee endpoints. And here we're going to extend the web application class like this. I'm going to call it app. Why do we extend the web application here? So if we go back to program.cs over here, and you can see this app is of the type web application. So if we extend the web app class with this extension method, then what we can do is we can come over here and basically cut and paste, right? So we're going to cut everything that is related to our minimal API endpoints, and we're going to paste it over here. Okay. And now this app is again web application there. So everything's supposed to work, except that we need to import some namespace. So if we do control dot, we don't see the namespace import. So let's actually go to program.cs file and then hover the mouse over it. We can see that this comes from Microsoft.ASP.NET Core.HTTP. So if we go back and try to import that namespace, actually I have tried, it doesn't actually work. So what we probably have to do is to come over here and directly import it. Microsoft.ASP.NET Core.HTTP.results. So you can see that it actually works here, but it doesn't work with the using clause here. So we're going to paste this to every single one of this. So I'm going to do this as well and format this a little better. Okay, and then come over here and do this one as well. So every single one has been replaced, and here is a spelling error. So let's change that, spelling error. Okay, so now we have this method. All we need to do is then go to program.cs file. I didn't cut it properly, and then over here, we just need to say map employee endpoints, and that's it. So this is calling the extension method that is defined right here in the endpoints. And all of the endpoints are organized under this endpoints folder. So for example, eventually, if we are creating more classes, for example, department has multiple employees and one employee always belong to one department. In that case, we're going to create a department's endpoints class, and it will include all of the endpoints right inside the file. So let's format things properly by Ctrl+KF. Unfortunately, it still doesn't format this properly, so I have to manually format. Okay, so this looks good. So we have this employee endpoints properly organized. I just need to make sure everything still works. So let's run the application. And as you can see that the first one works properly. Let's try about the second one, which gets all of the employees for us. And then I'm going to try the third one, which gets one employee for us. And then we have the other ones that we can only test with Postman. So let's quickly go through all of them. All right, we are going to update employee as well. Oh no, actually add employee first. So I'm going to add the fourth one, which is Tom Anderson. And then we're going to update Tom Anderson to have a higher salary, let's say 250 or 2 million. Is it 2 million? Even higher than that. That's fine. Let's go to get employees, make sure it's updated. All right, it's updated properly here. And then let's delete the fourth employee, which is Tom Anderson. So let's delete it. Come back to get employees, run it again, make sure the fourth one is deleted. And it is indeed deleted. That means our organization didn't break the code, and it actually indeed made the program.cs file cleaner. Program.cs file is where we configure the application and Castro server. It shouldn't include any logic, whether it's framework logic or it shouldn't actually include any logic. Therefore, this kind of extension methods hides all of the logic in an extension in a static class here, and I like. All right, that's everything I want to cover in this video. If any questions, please let me know.